We've taken to the road. We're on a mission to interview successful entrepreneurs. 90% of startups fail. We want to help change those stats. First stop, London, with Thomas Skinner in the van, talking all things Apprentice and about the recent success of his pillow company.
We want to chat about some things people may not know about you, right? So, life before The Apprentice. Was it pillows? Was it something else? What was life like before The Apprentice?
So, I've been a market trader. Started on the market as a kid. Like, listen, when I was a kid, I had 4 paper vans, I had a burger van, I was Saturday shopping at a barber shop, sweeping up, setting up market stalls, honestly. Because I always wanted money, you know, always wanted to sort of do well and have nice things. And as a kid growing up, I just can't late from school because I'd be grafting in the morning. Like, I was a nightmare. And I've always wanted, like, my dad had his own business, like, when I was growing up, and so did my granddad, you know, like, it was sort of like a family thing. And I just didn't want to go to work. No, do you know what I mean? I didn't want to go
work for anyone else, you mean?
Yeah, like, I mean, when I was 17, I've only had one job, and I was 17. I went to work, and it was a lovely job. It was selling advertising on the phone.
Okay. What age were you?
About 17, 16. I was only young. I remember going to call centre, and I remember sitting. He went, every time you get a deal, you get 15%. And what's the sale? It was 300 quid. Let's say whatever it was.
Yeah.
I thought, fuck me, so I've got to do a lot of these to earn like some decent money. He said, yeah. He said, but you crack on. So I remember being on the phone all day, all night, boom, boom, boom. And I was only a kid, and I remember this. There were people in there who have been doing it 10, 15 years, and I was doing sort of 4 or 5 sales a day, yeah? And they were getting like 1 or 2 every other day, and they was going, how you doing? I said, I don't know, I was just talking to people and being myself, having a laugh, having a crack. And I sort of done it, and I thought, I'm making these geezer too much money, like... What am I doing?
When
I went, I've only been there 2 weeks. I went in and I said, listen, mate, do me a turn. I said, I can't sit about doing this forever. I said, it's driving me mad. I said, I ain't getting in at 8 in the morning, working until 6. I said, I'm only getting 15%. And he said, we'll give you another £2,000 a year. And I went, do you know
I was hoping for £2,000 a month.
Yeah, I was hoping for £2,000 a week. And I sort of went back to doing the market. Literally, that was the only job I ever had. Went back doing on the market stalls and built my own brand. And my dad had a handbag shop, and I'd be getting all these return bags on the market, flogging them. Literally, anything I get my hands on, I was out selling. Whether it be in the pubs at night, like literally all day, every day, finding angles. Oh, where'd you buy your cups from? I just see you got a lot of cups. Oh, let me see if I can get them cheap. Anything I can sort of work into, I did, and I had a go. And and it just sort of built up. And just...
Can I ask, because a lot of people obviously know you from The Apprentice, right?
Yes.
And you had your business before The Apprentice.
Yes.
Because as you know, we're on a road trip now to try and find out why 90% of businesses are failing in their first 3 years, right? What was business like before The Apprentice compared to what business is like now after The Apprentice?
It's different now. Like, I mean, look, I'm an hard worker. Before The Apprentice, I was up at 4 in the morning getting mattresses sorted out on deliveries up north, everywhere. I'd work every hour of the day I could to make things happen. But before The Apprentice, I never had that break. You know, I'd have weeks where I'd earn an absolute fortune, and I'd be, I love it. And the next week, skint, not have money for the rent. It was so up and down. Like, it was
no consistency.
Brain damage. Like, I mean, honestly, don't get me wrong, I've done some fantastic deals, but that was because I went and found them, and then I'd be knocked. I'd do big deals for housing development. It went 60 beds, 60 mattresses, 200 pillows, boom, get them all delivered. Oh, you know, like I've always had that sort of thing, boom, back down, start again. Oh, here we go. And it was sort of putting me, and I can see why young businesses fail, because you can't get that credit from the bank. Like, everything I've done off my own back. And you go out to work, and unless you're established, people sort of either walk over you, take the piss out of you, or sort of don't give you that chance.
So how did you get around that, though?
Well, you don't. You just got to keep... Listen, the oldest saying is, you throw enough shit at the wall, some of it will stick. And I think you just got to throw every single angle you can and work as hard as you can. Like, look, don't get me wrong, I used to be at the back of my van. I never done well. I done okay, but I never done well. And Lena, I didn't even apply to it, my girlfriend did. She applied me at The Apprentice.
Really? Without telling you?
Well, no, she did tell me.
Oh, right.
But I thought it was I remember coming back. It was, I think it was about this time last year, maybe a little bit earlier. And I've been knocking me bollocks out. And I thought, I've only had 50 grand to go work with. I always out grafting, always trying to duck and dive in, doing bits, but I never had enough money behind me to sort of get the better prices from the manufacturer. supply the bigger firms that I could never afford to do because they'd take a big order of, say, like a shop had 50 shops and they wanted stock. They want to pay you 90 days. Well, I never had that capital to buy the stock. I can only have what I had in my pocket, you know. And
they look after the bigger traders a lot of the time.
And so, like, all right, I might be cheaper and better quality, you know, for a better service, but they're going to go with Joe Bloggs that can pay 90 days, who can have 10,000 there tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's your problem, trying to get into the industry with pillows, for example.
So you need a lot of cash in reserve.
You do. But I had a bit of a touch because, so I needed someone to go work with, struggling on, couldn't get to that next level, ducking and diving, every day of my life. And my girlfriend watches The Apprentice religiously. She loves it. And she went to me, you could do this. She went, I watch it every year. You could smash it. I went, shut up, babe. I went, ain't gonna want me on there. But I've been selling like stuff at the back of my van. And she goes, no, I'm gonna apply it. I'm gonna do it. So she filled out the form, and I've gone down to the interview. Not even wearing a suit. Everyone had suits on, briefcases, folders. I've turned up, polo on, Timberland boots, all right. Hey, can. And
where do you want me?
Yeah, what do you want me to do? And it just was myself. Just had a crack. Everyone had a laugh, and listen, it happened. I got on the show, and I still didn't win the show, and still never had the capital. But it was bizarre. My online shop, which, by the way, Lewis actually made the website for me.
Did
The
he?
Apprentice, yeah, because I am thick as plank when it comes to computers. And he made me the website, give him a drink for doing it. And the day I got fired, I had to double take. I went, this can't be right. We can't have sold that many pillars. So I've got to do it on the computer, get the laptop. How has this happened? Like, how has this happened? And
Are you allowed to say the numbers, or is that private?
it was a lot. Let's just say it was a few thousand pillars. Like, it was mad. And it didn't stop. It didn't stop. Every day, more. And I thought, oh my God, now
You had cash?
The cash is there.
Yeah.
So now I've employed people up in Manchester. They're working, getting the packaging out, pillars out. And mate, it was like I'm so blessed and so thankful that happened, because it gave me the capital to then get into the chains, the shops, and move forward. And it was like literally overnight. It wasn't, because it was like literally overnight.
You're a perfect example of, like, cash flow is king.
Yes.
You know, like it really is. Like, I know say cash is king, but cash flow can make or break you.
It's look, you need working money to go work with, and like that's always been my problem, because I never had no one to invest into me. I've had what I earned, and obviously I've got all my bills and everything on top. Like, I could never get to them stages of having 30 grand, 40 grand. I could never get there. Like, it
coming in and going out.
It didn't. Yeah, it was hand to mouth. I was hand to mouth. Like, that's not a lot. It was hand to mouth. Oh, I love a beer. You know,
Drinking the profits.
I like going. I like enjoying myself. I like nice things. I like nice cars. And I've always been that way. But I've always pretty grounded to make sure I always had my reserve to get to go work with. But it was never enough, and it just gave me that opportunity.
Yeah, we're going to get to Twitter questions in a sec. But one thing that was asked on Twitter was we never got, and I couldn't believe it when I was watching The Apprentice, and he didn't get to the business plan bit in the interviews. Because the whole time I was like, I can't wait to see Thomas's interview. It's going to be gold, right? It's going to be great. But we never got to see you do that. What was the business plan to scale the pillow business?
So the business plan was, there's two sides. There's a wholesale and a retail. So I manufacture all my pillows here in the UK, source all UK materials. Basically, you go into a Dreams or a Dunelms or a big brand shop, and you can buy a quality pillow. They're always 40, 50 quid. They are. That's what they are. And
better just get the one, so.
And that's it. And I've bought pillars in the past, and I've just thought, like, how can they be this dear? Because they are just a little bit of foam and filling, hollow fibre. Some decent material, and they're plopped in a bag, and that is all they are. I can do this better, because I've been making the mattresses before. I can do this. I went to the manufacturer, I bought the best brands, I cut them all in half, I picked out all the bits that I like from each one, and made my own pillars, and then said, how much that cost to make? And we're getting around sort of £5 or £6, and I was going, right, so that pillow there is costing about £5 or £6 to make. Why do they sell it for 40 or 50 quid? Well, that's their markup, that's what they want to sell them at. I said, but that ain't right. I said, that's taking the piss. I said, I want to do it so people can have the quality products at affordable prices. And I've got the satin stripe hotel quality pillow, which is the best. And
how much are you selling them for?
£17 for two.
Oh,
for two in a bag. Now, that is a hotel quality satin stripe. I mean, when I say the best pillow you ever lie on, I guarantee you there ain't a better one, right? That's 17 quid.
What about the ones we're sitting on here now?
Listen, they're terrible. I'm going to kick the starter band with some new pillars for when you're driving about.
Yeah,
Look at them.
just in case anyone's looking at the pillows there.
And I think that's where I do well is I'm offering a product that is superior to anything the same price range. It's as good as the top price range, but an affordable price with free delivery. It's a no-brainer.
Can't go wrong there.
No, you think those big brands have? There's no other
They've
explanation.
got massive overheads, yeah. So you got
course,
this is what you got to think of is like the lot. I mean, I'm not going to sell the big brand names, but they've got warehouses, factories, hundreds of staff. They've got shops, outlets, everything. They've got lorries. I've just got me. I've got me to worry about, and my girlfriend going shopping on the weekend. You know, literally, I've just got me to worry about.
This is where some startups kind of don't realise that just because there's a bigger brand out there, you have an advantage as well. At sometimes, depending on what you're doing, you have an advantage where your overheads are low and you can keep them low where they can't, and they're in too deep to be able to change.
Yeah.
You know, so like there are huge advantages there. We're going to run out of time, but we want to get into.
We want to get into
some.
We do want to get into because a lot of people come back on Twitter. Hell of a lot of people come back on Twitter. We do want to answer some of them because we did promise. So we'll go through a few of them.
Oh, there's a nice one from me.
Yeah.
You know, one from me was actually, how do we get Lord Sugar in the van?
That was
ring him
one.
up.
Yeah. We'll ring him up after here. Yeah.
Yeah. Would you?
So that's that done anyway.
Would you rather? Jesus. Would you rather have a pint and a curry with Lord Sugar, Karen, or Claude?
That's a difficult one, isn't it? I think you'd have to invite all three of them, wouldn't you? You couldn't leave them out. You know what I mean? You'd have to. Imagine that. God, you get all the emails. Why don't you invite me to a curry?
Yeah. Is there anything that you change about your time on The Apprentice?
Nothing.
Anything you do different?
I enjoyed every single. Honestly, I'm so grateful they asked me to do it, and it's changed me. It's changed my life. It's given me. Oh, I didn't win it, but it's given me the platform, the people. It's given me. Now I can expand, and now I've got the money to do what I want to do now because I'm building a business. I'm doing it. Like it's happening, and it's. I'm just so thankful and the support I got. I wouldn't change a thing, honestly. Like I was myself.
Yeah, of course.
And I think that was what was a bit different about me. Was like I took pounds.
But that's what people love about you.
Yeah, that was
genuinely
a special
what people
moment.
love about you, though.
Yeah.
You know, you were yourself.
We'll do one more because we literally can't get through all these. Crazy. Was Ryan Mark real or was he made up? Was he like a BBC?
He's not saying about the plaster, isn't he? Like,
did the BBC grow him in a lab?
No, he's brilliant. He's a funny little geezer, mate. Honestly, he doesn't mean to be funny. He's so posh and so. I don't know. He's just funny. He just cracked me up. But he is real.
He's a real person.
Yeah. He's real.
Tom, look, we'd love to go. There's about 70 questions, but look, we'd love to go through them, but we don't have time. But thank you so much for getting in the start. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for your time.
Cheers. No worries.